everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you're viewing this video. Hello, I miss you. This is Bible lesson 122. You will need work pages 178 and 179 and 180. So we are going to be incorporating a little bit of our multiplication, our math today within this side of our worksheet. And we'll get to that after our story. Today we are going to be talking about a man named Zacchaeus. You guys probably are all familiar or might be familiar with the song Zacchaeus was a wee little man. That you might have sung in preschool or in Sunday school when you were younger. Fun fact, Jack thinks it's Zacchaeus, so he loves this song, by the way. But anyways, back to our story. We are going to be talking about Zacchaeus. Now, he was a tax collector back in Bible times, and tax collectors were not very well liked because they took people's money and oftentimes they were dishonest. So they weren't treating people very fair. So they weren't liked around in Bible times. So let's listen to our story and then we will talk some more and take a look at our work pages today. All right, Zacchaeus. One day, Jesus was passing through Jericho. There were many people trying to get a glimpse of him. A short tax collector named Zacchaeus was one of them. He was a rich man from that town, but he had few friends. The people usually didn't like tax collectors because most tax collectors were dishonest and got rich by cheating the people, making them pay more taxes than they owed. Now, it said here earlier that Zacchaeus was a rich man. So do you think he was an honest tax collector or not an honest tax collector based upon that information? Yeah, if he was rich, that means he was probably cheating people out of more money than what they owed. Zacchaeus realized that if he was going to see Jesus in such a crowd, he would have to do something different. He had an idea. He would run ahead of the crowd and climb a tree so he could see. That's exactly what he did. He climbed a sycamore tree. Jesus walked along the road with the people following. When he came to the very tree that Zacchaeus had climbed, he looked up and said, "Zacchaeus, come down right away, because today I will stay at your house." Zacchaeus couldn't believe it. Jesus knew his name and wanted to go to his house. Zacchaeus quickly came down and joyfully joined Jesus. The people were amazed. Jesus was going to the house of a wicked, sinful tax collector. The people began murmuring among themselves. Zacchaeus spoke to Jesus. He told him that he was going to give half of what he owed to the poor and restore 4 times, there's our multiplication, times as much as he had falsely taken. Zacchaeus truly wanted to make things right and follow God. So he's having a change of heart. Remember, we've talked about, this has been our theme. This is a theme throughout the whole Bible, that it's all about our hearts. That's what Jesus is looking for, a change of heart. Jesus then told Zacchaeus, "This day salvation has come to this house." Christ told Zacchaeus that he, the Lord, had come to seek and to save those who were lost. Zacchaeus had trusted Christ, and he was a changed man. His heart has changed. He would no longer cheat the people, but would start giving to them. So a good end to a story, huh? Why was Zacchaeus disliked by the people? Remember, what was his job? What was his role? He was a tax collector, and oftentimes the tax collectors were dishonest, and he was one of those that fall in that category of being dishonest. How did Jesus, though, treat Zacchaeus? Remember, this is a person not liked by people. But Jesus, did he treat him like everyone else treated Zacchaeus? No. Jesus treated him with love, with kindness, and going as far as saying, "Hey, I want to go into your house. I want to go to your house today." What did Zacchaeus do after meeting with Jesus? he had a change of heart, right? He turned from his sinful ways, and he said that he was going to make what he had done wrong, he was going to make it right by giving back to people the things that he had taken that were not, did not belong to him. All right. And that's a good reminder for us as Christ followers, as Christians, that how are we to treat others? Are we to be dishonest? Are we to take more than what we should? Or are we to have a change of heart when we've received Christ? We have a change of heart, and we are to do what Christ would want us to do. The right thing, right? All right. So let's take a look at that Bible/math, all right? So turn to page 179, and at the top it says, Zacchaeus changed his math. All right, Zacchaeus changed his math. At the very top it says, Zacchaeus said that he would give half of what he had to the poor. Circle the bags of coins he would give to the poor. If he had 10 bags, what would half, or what's half of 10? Circle half of the bags there. Okay, so that's that very first one. All right, then after that it says, Zacchaeus said that he would pay back 4 times as much to anyone he had cheated. Okay, there's our multiplication. So circle the number of coins he would pay back if he had cheated someone out of 1 coin. So here you have 4 sets of, remember that X, that times multiplication is also another way we can say that is sets of. So 4 sets of 1 coin in each bag. So what would the answer be? 4 sets of 1 equals 1, or 4, equals 4. All right, Mrs. Palisano needs to go back to 2nd grade and practice some more math, right? All right, let's look at the next one. Circle the coins he would pay if he had cheated someone out of 2 coins. Okay, so write the math problem. So now you're gonna have 4 sets of 2. How are you gonna write that as an equation and then solve that one? 4 sets of 2 equals what? And circle the total amount, okay? All right, then open up your Bibles, find 2 Corinthians 5, verse 17. Why did Zacchaeus give to the poor and repay those he had cheated? Go ahead and read that section and then answer that question. All right, once you're done with that side, turn it over, and now we get to do a little bit of art. Okay, so we have math and art today. Now, I've got my whiteboard here to kind of help you in following the directions, okay? So you are going to be drawing and following the directions right here. I'm going to do it on this whiteboard so that you can see it a little bit clearer, okay? And then after you follow, do your drawing, then you will cut out the figures below and glue them onto the picture, okay? So the directions first say, place your palm on the page and spread your fingers apart. You're gonna be tracing your hand, but not all of it, okay? So then step 2 says, trace along each side of the fingers, but not the fingertips. So let me show you what they mean. So here's our tree trunk. I'm gonna go to about here. I'm not gonna go over around each of my fingers. I'm just going like this, okay? Tracing, spread out your fingers, trace along. Now keep in mind, Mrs. Palisano is not the artist, right? So let's see, we'll go like that. Okay, not too bad. Here's our trunk. Then here, what they want you to do, extend those branches, okay? So extend those branches. We're making trees. See a little more there. So this kind of becomes like a tree, right? Not too bad. You see that a little more clearly? And because I didn't follow along the very top, of my fingertips, that's how we were able to extend those branches, okay, and create new branches. So then Step 3, extend the lines below the fingers to make the tree trunk, which I did here. And then step 4, extend the finger lines into the branches. Okay, so I kind of did that. Oops. Again, I'm not looking for perfection. Then draw a road near the tree. So remember, Jesus was walking along the path here when he came to the tree. Okay, so draw a road along the tree. Now, I skipped number 5. Draw leaves behind and between the branches. So you can fill in each of these sections here with leaves. Whoops. Okay. So you can keep going. Take your time. Doing a little better than Mrs. Palisano, which I know you guys will because you guys are very good artists. So go ahead and then continue and do your leaves, filling that in. You can color it. Have some fun with this. And then you're going to cut out the figures here and glue them on your picture. Okay? So hopefully that makes a little bit more sense on those directions. Again, if you have any questions at any point, feel free to call me, email me, and I will see you all later. All right. Love you. Take care. Bye.